You guys, leave it in the past. The season might be over. Doing a little spring cleaning on some of your relationships. I feel like it's on 2 times speed. Jesus was. That was it. It's okay not to be okay. We have emotions. My whole college chapter of life is here on the internet. It's so crazy.
We just talk. Can we just talk? Figure out where we're going. Can we just
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley. If you're new here, if you are, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you exit out of today's video. Before we get to the video, I want to go ahead and encourage you, if you haven't checked out the previous years, things I've learned before I became blank, check them out. Let's just go ahead and hop right into the 21 things I learned by 21. So there's quite a lot. Sit back, relax, maybe jot down some notes. Maybe some of these are things that you've already discovered in your own walk in life, or maybe these are brand new things. Regardless, these are things that I've learned over the span of either my 21 years of living or maybe even just over the past year. Let's just hop right into it. Starting off with, things can change in a second. I'm actually looking at my notes, so you see me looking down, that's what that's about. Things can change in a second, and I'm meaning as far as, you know, don't take things for granted. Things can change in a split second in a positive way. Maybe you're going through a tough time in life, or things aren't looking maybe so positive for you. Things can change into a positive in a split second. Maybe things, as we most commonly think, things can go not so great from more positive place that we are in our lives. So we're ever evolving, we're ever growing. Life is a transition, it's cyclical. Things are always constantly changing. Things can change in a split second is something that I've always known for a good bit of my life, but really have come to accept, I will say, over the past year. Next is to live for the moment, not the memory. There's so many times that we might think to do things or participate in things just because of how it might be perceived by others. Do it because you genuinely want to do it. You genuinely want to experience it, or do it with someone, not just because it might seem cool. Do things because you truly want to, and create that memory not just because it would be cool in the moment. We as a society are even coming to accept this or notice it and pointing out when others are maybe doing this. Not only I, but a lot of people are growing and maturing and realizing that that's something that we all just need to kind of take a step back on and make sure that we are truly doing things for, you know, the memory, not just the moment. Next is, community is the key to life. We are meant to do life with others, to be in relation with others, you know, sow into others and them to sow into us and inspire us and encourage us, all the above. And so definitely find your community, invest in your community if you've already found it, you know, really make more of an effort in doing so. Over the past 4 months especially, I've really been honing in on that skill, but over the past year I've just realized how valuable my community is. I want to quickly stop. It is about to thunderstorm, I'm believing, so the lighting is going to be changing in and out of this video. I do apologize, but I wanted to go ahead and address that. Hopefully that's a little bit better. I increased the exposure and counteracting the fact that the lighting is going to be kind of bouncing back and forth. Continuing on with our list. Number 4, people pleasing is dead. The idea that we need to do things that might sacrifice our own personal contentment and joy in hopes that it will be pleasing and give that joy to somebody else, it's dead. It doesn't work. The whole concept of doing it, just leave it in the past. Next is, you are worth it. So you need to give and invest in community, as well as it should be a balance. And that just again goes back to knowing what's healthy, what's not, being okay and content with improving, growing, and, you know, doing a little spring cleaning on some of your relationships. The season might be over. Next is to find joy every day. I'm not saying find joy only on weekends, because you have to live for the weekend. Find joy in every single day, and it will truly transition your mindset and the way you think about things. It's just so healthy for you. It just allows you to be so grateful in how much you're blessed with throughout the day. Next, networking is king. It is network king, because it truly is. And I'm not even meaning this only in like a career asset, but networking even in building friendships, it just allows you to be exposed to so many more opportunities. Just network. It will do you so much good in the end. Next is to create your own opportunity. You might have skills, passions, strengths that might be able to fulfill a need for someone else. They might not even know it, so thus the opportunity hasn't presented itself per se. You can literally just think about, what am I passionate about? What can I bring to someone, and what needs can I fulfill? And just go out and seek them. Have the initiative. Go ahead and do that, and you will be surprised. You're doing it being led out of, you're doing something from things you have strengths in and things you have passions in. You will find fulfillment even in whatever you're doing. College can and college will fly by. You guys, most of you probably were along the ride when I had my first video, which will have been 3 years ago in a few months. The whole journey of me packing and dorm shopping and moving into my dorm and my freshman year and then the pandemic, like that whole journey, my whole college chapter of life is here on the internet. And so you can see, you can attest for the fact that college does fly by. Make every moment of your college career count. And even with times like now, because of the pandemic, I feel like it's on 2 times speed. Next is your mind is powerful. It does have power. So speak words of wisdom, of inspiration, encouragement, because that truly does impact your mental state, how you think. Also think about the things that you're filling your mind with. All that impacts your mental health and how much it just influences over your emotions, your attitudes, how you are around others, how you speak into others. It's so crazy. Next is we are all humans living life and learning along the way. Nobody is the master, the guru, the expert at life. Like nobody is. Jesus was. That was it. And so yes, we have role models, inspiration, people we look up to, but even them, they're evolving, they're learning, they're growing each and every day, and they're not perfect. They're still living life and figuring out just like you are, just like I am. Nobody truly is perfect. Even though we say that, we truly need to take that to heart, that nobody is perfect, nobody will be perfect, and thus we are all just humans living life and figuring it out along the way. And that's okay, because that's what we were designed to do. Enough said. And even with that, like, give yourself some grace if things don't always result out the way you want them initially to. Next, I was just kind of already a little bit ahead of myself a few minutes ago, but speak life into yourself, be kind to yourself, say things that are positive to yourself. That's something I've learned over the past years, to kind of remove some of those absolutes that we might even subconsciously tell ourselves. Again, it goes back to the things that you're just naturally accustomed to saying or hearing in your life. And so if you're constantly hearing those things, why those thoughts are subconsciously going to be in your head. I think I've said enough on that one. Speak words, speak life. Next is to try your best and forget the rest. Like literally give yourself some slack. Do not compare your abilities to somebody else's, because their strength might not be your strength. Next is to take time to encourage others, to speak life into them, like I've been saying all throughout this video, saying things that are going to inspire them, encourage them, because we all have tough days. So having those people in your life who maybe when you're kind of, you know, slipping into that pattern of saying things or thinking things that aren't the most constructive, if you're around or you're surrounding yourself with those people who are, that does really help. Next is to do what you want to do in regard to style, your self-expression, your passions. Next is curiosity can be a great thing. We know the saying, curiosity kills the cat, but curiosity is a great thing. It leads to ideas, creativity, innovation, new perspectives, new processes. We need curiosity, we need curious thinkers, we need people who are constantly asking why and wanting to figure out why, not just asking, but truly diving in deep and figuring out why. If you've ever been in a situation where people maybe have stifled your curiosity or discouraged it, you need to be curious, because you're the reason why we have growth, why we have evolution, why we have change. Because if nobody was curious, we wouldn't be having new innovations, new technology. None of that would be happening, because nobody would be caring of like the what if, like, oh, what if we could improve this? What if we can make this better? What if we had this product instead? Next is to be open to trying new things, new experiences. You don't have to try it again if you don't like it, but at least you won't be regretting it or thinking, what if? Next is any resource you ever needed or ever will need is on the internet. And I mean literally any and every resource you will ever need, from how to spell things, to what the weather is, to what clothing style you are, what your personality type is, anything you ever wanted to know, anything you ever needed to know, anything you were curious to know, all the resources right on the internet. 20, we are on our second to last one, and it is okay to not be okay. Like, again, nobody is a constant ball of sunshine, happiness all the time. Like, we have emotions. They ebb and flow from one end of the spectrum to another end of the spectrum, and that's healthy. It's okay not to be okay. And the last one, something I've always known, but honestly within the past few weeks have acted out in my day-to-day life, and it is to have more grace for others. I've always thought about the compassion element. Have more grace for others. You never know what a person's dealing with. Pray for those people. That is something that I've grown to mature in. Those were all 21 things I have learned by 21. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for providing all the love, all the support that you do year after year. I love making these videos. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't done so already. Until next time, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye guys.